Hello and welcome to Admed. Admed Gap and the cover we provide is not the same as a medical scheme, nor is it a substitute for medical scheme membership. It's an insurance policy that covers many of the gaps or shortfalls that your medical scheme does not cover for in-hospital surgeries and some outpatient procedures. Medical schemes set limits on what they will pay for the treatments they cover. This is called the Medical Scheme Tariff or MST. Doctors, surgeons and other medical specialists, however, are free to charge whatever they like, which is often substantially more than the Medical Scheme Tariff. Your Admed policy takes care of this shortfall, up to 2 times the amount paid by your medical scheme. Let's say you're admitted to hospital for a routine operation. Your surgeon charges 12,000 Rand for his services. Your medical aid, however, sets a tariff of 8,000 Rand for this type of operation, meaning this is all they will cover. This results in a shortfall of 4,000 Rand for which you are liable. But with Admed Gap, just submit your claim and we will pay the shortfall up to a maximum of 2 times the amount paid by your medical scheme, subject to policy terms and conditions. To fully understand how your shortfall benefits work, please consult your broker or study your policy document. Admed also covers what are commonly called co-payments. These are amounts your medical scheme charges you to access certain facilities and treatments. Co-payments are used to discourage unnecessary visits to medical institutions. For example, your medical aid might expect you to pay 1,500 Rand if you're admitted to hospital, and they will have a list of procedures from scans to surgeries for which you have to pay the first portion of the cost before they will cover the rest. With Admed, you enjoy cover for these co-payments subject to policy terms and conditions. There are 4 Admed options which determine the range of benefits available to you. With the Admed Primary Gap and Pensioner Primary Gap plans, you enjoy the shortfall and co-payment benefits we've just explained. With the Admed Supreme and Pensioner Supreme Gap plans, you enjoy these shortfall and co-payment benefits as well as the following additional benefits. Our cancer benefit provides a once-off payment of 15,000 Rand should you be diagnosed with specific stages of cancer for the first time. We will also pay you an extra 10,000 Rand if you exceed your medical scheme's oncology benefit limit for the year, or if your medical scheme pays out more than 300,000 Rand for oncology treatment in that same year. Medical schemes limit what they will pay for oncology treatment. If your scheme requires you to pay the first 20% of any treatment costs above their limit, you qualify for our oncology co-payment benefit, which covers this 20% for you. If, however, your medical scheme pays nothing above their limit, you qualify for our Oncology Extender benefit, which pays the first 20% of any costs that you need to pay over and above your medical scheme limit. You are covered up to 30,000 Rand per policy per year for shortfalls on internal prosthesis costs where your medical scheme tariff has been exceeded. If you suffer bodily injury in an accident and need to visit a hospital emergency casualty ward, we will pay up to 10,000 Rand of the costs you incur for one casualty visit per year. The accidental death and disability benefit pays you or your beneficiary a lump sum of 50,000 Rand should you suffer accidental death or injury leading to permanent and total disability. And in the event that you are a victim of or you witness an act of violence or traumatic accident for which you require counselling, we will cover up to 750 Rand per session, up to 25,000 Rand per year. With the Supreme Gap plan, you and your family enjoy these benefits, while the Pensioner Supreme Gap plan covers just the policyholder. Please consult your policy document to learn more about these benefits and the terms and conditions that apply. Your Admed policy is not designed to cover medical conditions that existed before you joined us. With this in mind, there may be waiting periods we apply before you can claim for certain treatments. From the day your cover commences, the following may apply. A 3-month waiting period for all claims. Any medical costs incurred during this period are not covered. A 9-month waiting period for any pre-existing medical condition which you may have been diagnosed with or treated for in the 12 months prior to the inception of your Admed policy. And a 12-month waiting period for any pre-existing birth, pregnancy or cancer-related conditions which you may have been diagnosed with or treated for in the 12 months before your cover with us began. Please study your policy document and certificate of cover to see how these waiting periods apply to you. Your Admed policy primarily covers shortfall and co-payment costs for in-hospital procedures, but there are certain out-of-hospital or outpatient treatments that are covered as well, and these are listed in your policy document. The procedure that results in the shortfall must be approved and covered by your medical scheme. Admed only pays for the shortfall on fees charged by the doctors and specialists performing your procedure, not on ward fees, materials, medicines or any other hospital charges. The shortfall cover provided by Admed Gap is limited to a maximum of 150,000 Rand per person insured under the policy per year. With our Primary Gap and Supreme Gap plans, your Admed policy covers all family members listed as dependents on your medical scheme, except if you have more than one spouse. We cover only the one spouse named on your Admed policy. The Primary Pensioner and Supreme Pensioner Gap policies are individual plans covering the policyholder but not dependents. Day-to-day medical expenses like GP visits and medicines are not covered. And as with any insurance policy, there are a list of events that are classified as general exclusions, as well as specific exclusions applying to certain benefits, and these are all listed in full in your policy document. We recommend you submit your Admed claims as soon as possible, but all claims must be submitted within 4 months of the date of the procedure you are claiming for. Provided your claim complies with the terms of your policy and your claim form is completed fully and correctly, we aim to finalize and settle all legitimate claims within 10 working days. You can submit your claim at admedonline.co.za, or claim forms are available from your payroll office or broker, or you can contact our call center. And that ends our introduction to your Admed Gap policy. Remember to study your policy document and contact your broker or us if you have any questions. Thank you for watching.